You ever wonder why you look the way you do, why you came from where you came from, why it is the way it is? Spirit's got a message for you if you've been asking this question or asked it ever in the past. Spirit's saying you chose this character and this perspective because you wanted to explore your life's themes from your set of boots, from where you are. The talents and the gifts that you have, the challenges that you have, all of those are by design. And you wanted to make decisions and make choices from those perspectives. We came here by choice, and choice is still our superpower. And even though we can't necessarily change our upbringing, our vessel entirely, it's all by design. And if you allow yourself to experience the character that you came to play in its fullness, then you are really going to witness genius, because that's actually who you are. You are a completely unique aspect of source energy. You are one of very, very many players, of course, but that's because we're an infinite garden and we are like a multifaceted, infinite, eternal genius gem. And in order for the unity of the future, for example, on a New Earth timeline to take place, it requires all the puzzle pieces, all the perspectives to step into their authenticity, their true genius, their true expression, which is anything from subtle to incredibly bold to nuanced. And it's only known when we explore that and we give ourselves a chance to explore. The truth is, none of us really know the kind of character that we came to play entirely. A lot of us, there's no handbook that comes with us. Take it as it resonates, of course, is give yourself, if you're already doing it, good on you. Take this as your confirmation. You're like, this is your reflection. And maybe for some of you, it's give yourself a chance to explore who you are without the judgments and things that came up with a lot of the programming that you came up with. I certainly came up with a lot of programming, and I feel like most of my mind stream witnessing consciousness state is really about just making sure I'm not like subscribing or accepting some ideas that don't really track with the way I feel about life. You know, a lot of times it just slips right by us. And we won't notice until we like feel a certain way about it that we can like inspect it. We talked about that in another message. How, for example, fear is just a signal of some ideas, some narrowing of the broader perspective, which is why we have limited information and it's quite anxiety inducing, let's say. You know, they're showing, they're saying it's so beautiful because when you remember who you are, your divine blueprint, and you begin to anchor it in here, the way that you do that is you start to take action. Like you start to take action in this physical world. And that is like unwrapping the gift of who you are. It's allowing the world and yourself, kind of as the witness actor, to perceive the impact that you have in all that is. So when you take action from the state of being, when you allow life to move through us, like that's what's happening, is life is moving through us. And when we allow life to move through us from that remembrance, it's not an obeisance. I'm hearing that, and they're saying emphasize that because it's kind of common in a lot of different religions where they turn, like people turn devotion into some kind of obeisance, like you're here to obey, but Spirit's saying you're here to remember who you are. And this is, they're saying about our genius. So we're all geniuses, and when we allow ourselves to be authentic and unapologetic, I mean, of course, with integrity and grace, that we're moving to the best of our ability, but beyond that, like totally unapologetic expression, and then we really shine. And those kinds of actions, they're showing me this gem again, is going to reveal who we really are. It's honestly a show for ourselves as well. You know, like this is the co-creation. We don't know what's coming down the pipeline, but we kind of choose the level of destiny we want to experience based on our choice, the version of the character that we want to play, right? We don't have a choice over our avatar, but we have a choice over the version of the character we want to play. If that one wants to have a good attitude about life, a broad attitude, or if one wants to have a more limited, salty, cynical attitude. there's nothing wrong with the salty, cynical attitude, is what I'm hearing. Like, of course, it's like it's part of the human experience. It's just you don't need shadow to be running the show. It's kind of like be aware that that's a part of yourself that subscribes to certain ideas. And if you bring in your higher self, if you allow that higher, it's really just stepping into an observer state, really. It's not even about higher, so to speak. It's just all of a sudden you're observing yourself like from another perspective, and then you can talk to your shadow. You can talk to that part of yourself that feels a particular way about it and bring them up to a broader perspective where it doesn't feel like that anymore. So to bring it around, Spirit's saying that's why you chose the character that you chose to play, because you thought that more or less, okay, take it as it resonates, you thought that playing this part and exploring these themes from this character's boots here, that it would be the most fulfilling and fun for you where you are in your actor's journey, so to speak. Integrate and allow yourself to explore who this character is. It's going to be as much of a show for you as it is for all that is. I mean, this is the unfolding of your divine blueprint, they're saying. Remembering who you are, allowing that remembrance to unfold before you in the reflection. And you're steering the ship as to how you want to explore these themes in this life. So we have a lot of choice in just what level or what version of life we want to experience in the mirror. And we're very much, our attitude really has like a huge part in that. But they're saying that it's destined. It's actually when all the moving parts of all that is are moving together in harmony. And that's because each of the parts are playing their authentic self. And so everything is in the Tao, everything is flowing as one. And then there's a lot of synchronicity in life. There's a ton of flow. And you see all the double, triple, quadruple angel number digits, and your thoughts are kind of outpictured everywhere, and you have everything when you need it on time, and you feel free to be yourself, and things work out, and then you get authentic reflections in the reflection of life. So that's the message for today. If you enjoyed this message, please share your beautiful energy, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Really appreciate that. This is a new channel, and yeah, we're diving into metaphysics, manifesting, mysticism, and exploring the nature of reality. If you're interested in coaching, Akashic record readings, which are intuitive readings, and visionary art, you'll find the information in the description box. Thanks for tuning in, and see you in the next message.